Well, I just recorded this entire thing and turns out the camera wasn't recording. Is it not recording? No, it's recording, all right. Alrighty, so I'm using the GoPro as audio because I know all of you really, really love the GoPro audio. Y'all have let me know in my build videos. Shout out to my girlfriend for letting me use her DSLR. Abby, you're the best. Today, we are talking about my 2021 Evil offering. This is a 140 trail bike made by Evil. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. 29-inch wheels, front and back. I bet you could mold it, but I'm probably not gonna do that. The bottom bracket is pretty low already. I don't wanna make it even lower. And I'm pretty happy with the way it is. So we're gonna go over the components of the bike first and then talk about why I chose this bike and what I don't like about the bike, what I wanna change, etc. So components, first up, rubber touches the ground. Michelin Wild Enduros loves these tires, not sponsored at all. I have them on my e-bike and this bike. Phenomenal tires. They're not like stupid expensive. And honestly, very good grip, roll pretty fast. Maybe brand new, they don't roll that fast, but once you wear them in, they're good to go. I have a custom wheel set for this bike. Got the Stans Flow EX3 29-inch aluminum rims with the Hope Pro 4 hubs in the middle. Very cost effective, basically bulletproof hubs. Sound good as well, decent engagement, not fantastic, but not bad at all. I believe it's the Sapum Strong spokes. I had these wheel set built up by a local bike shop. Moving up, we have the Drivetrain. It's a SRAM GX Eagle 12-speed drivetrain, nothing special. It's a used derailleur, just had it sitting in the drawer, save some money and use that. For the brakes, this is where we get something special, some brand that you probably haven't heard of, or if you have, you probably haven't seen them. It's the Hayes Dominion A4. These downhill brakes are fantastic. I guess they're more of an enduro brake, I don't know, but they have downhill stopping capabilities. Again, nothing on this bike was sponsored. I paid for all this, so I can say I hate it if I hate it. These brakes are fantastic, very, very predictable, lots of power, fantastic brakes, new favorite. Moving up, we have the Raceface Atlas cranks. Those came off of my Rocky Mountain Slayer, which I had before this. The only difference is this is a Super Boost spacing bike, which just means the rear axle is 12 by 157. So the cranks need to be a little bit of a wider space. The cranks were compatible, but the chainring hit the frame, so I flipped it inside out. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but it's what I did and it works. Got the Deity T-Mac pedals, probably my favorite flat pedal. It is my favorite flat pedal that I've ever ridden. Fantastic pedal, I think it looks cool. It's in the copper, I think it's copper, it might be bronze, I don't know, copper or bronze colorway. We got the shock here. It's a RockShox Super Deluxe Ultimate. I believe it's the Ultimate. Whatever comes on the Evil offering frame. I eventually want to get a coil for it, but so far this shock's doing pretty good. Moving up, we got the forks. We have the Marzocchi Bomber Z1 coil forks. 160 millimeters of travel. I have the firm spring in there. I originally had the medium spring and I was kind of bottoming it out a lot and it didn't feel super great. And I was kind of like, all right, why did I buy this fork? I thought it was going to feel pretty good. I really was kind of disappointed, but then I got the stiffer spring and now they feel great. I wouldn't know if I wouldn't know if I would say that they are better than air, but they are pretty good. Like, it's just different. We got a Copperhead 35 stem by Deity, and then the, I believe Skywire, I might be wrong, 35 aluminum downhole bars from Deity. Good bars, they're decently affordable. I don't know if I would call something from Deity affordable. I got the DMR Death Grips in black with the oil slick lock ring, pretty cool. Currently just have a Windrock mud guard here too, didn't mention that. I went to Windrock when I first broke it in. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, put a link in the description, but it was pretty muddy. I didn't have a mud guard. I knew I forgot something and it was kind of important, so I bought a Windrock mud guard. I kind of want to get an RRP, which is Rapid Race Products bolt-on. I'll probably do that one day. Dropper post, didn't mention the dropper post. I have the RockShox Reverb AXS wireless dropper post. Fantastic dropper post. I mean, it's a dropper post, it goes up and down. Cool, it's wireless, no cable, that's sick. I swapped this dropper post between this bike and my YT Decoy e-bike, just because it takes like 2 minutes to swap it back and forth. The only difference is the YT has a bigger seat post, so I just needed a shim, but works great. The one thing you've definitely noticed is this bike has a few custom colors on it. We got this green here and this little strip of bronze. believe it was bronze. We'll talk about that in a bit, because that's kind of one of the things that I don't like about this bike that I did. It was my fault. Things I like about the bike. It's a 140 millimeter trail bike, but it really does not feel like it. I would say it feels close to a 160, 170 millimeter trail bike. The Reckoning feels like a downhill bike. This feels like a hard-hitting big mountain bike, if that makes any sense at all. I was originally gonna get a Reckoning, but they were sold out and I was impatient. This bike climbs really well. I mean, it climbs way better than my Slayer, climbs better than my dad's Capra, in my opinion, in his opinion as well. He's climbed it a little bit. See, I don't really care about how it climbs. All I care about is how it goes down. The climbing is kind of like a fringe benefit. So that gets us to descending. It descends fantastically. I have no problems with this bike at all. The only one, okay, I guess I have one little gripe, is I wish the headset was a little bit slacker, but I have a thing coming in that will fix that. So that's more of a preference thing. Just makes it a bit more stable at higher speed, because I do like hitting big jumps, and sometimes it does feel a little twitchy, I guess. So just slacking it up a little bit. I got a 1.5 degree headset cup, works components. I don't know, I bought it off Eagle's website. It'll make it a 1.5 degree slacker, which will put it at like 64 and a half or something in the steepness, which is pretty slack for a trail bike like this. 29 inch rims, wheels, whatever, are good. I have no complaints. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, Evo always touts that they have super short chainstays at 430 millimeters, and I will say that that is not a gimmick. It is fantastic. I love it. It's genuinely amazing. The 430 millimeter chainstays on this bike makes it corner like a dream. It is the longest bike I've ever owned and the biggest wheeled bike I've ever owned, and it corners the best, like hands down. Big berms, tight berms, whatever, this thing is on rails in a corner. It's awesome. The suspension feel, it feels very supportive, yet plush and extremely playful, if that makes any sense at all. Overall, really like this bike, don't really have many complaints. Let's see, just the head angle, which should be fixed here soon. Things I don't like about the bike. Well, besides the head angle, there's really not much that I don't like about the bike. This will bring me to my paint job that I did here. It's not paint, it's vinyl. It's a spray-on vinyl, and the worst part about it is it doesn't peel off very well. It's by this brand called Super Wrap. I'm pretty sure it was user error, so I don't want to go and hate on them for it, because I'm pretty sure it was my fault. It looks pretty cool, but this summer I'm probably gonna paint the whole bike something really cool. Maybe a color shift or something, I don't know. I mean, it works pretty good. It does peel off. I just did too thin. So make sure, if you get Super Wrap and you paint it, make sure it's thick enough. If it's too thin, it's a pain in the butt to peel off. Anything I would change about the bike? There's not much. I got the wireless Eagle on my e-bike, and frankly, that has spoiled me. So I would want to change that, but that's not really high on the list at all. That's kind of like maybe one day. One thing I am more interested in changing is the shock, is I want to get a coil shock, because the Reckoning that I rented had a coil shock and it felt phenomenal, and I want that feeling again. So probably get a coil shock for this bad boy eventually. Well, that about concludes my 2021 Evo offering walkthrough, talk through, and slight review. If you want a long-term review, about a year from now I'll do a review on it. This is the one bike that I feel confidently that I'll probably still have a year from now and be just as happy, unless it breaks or something, which would really stink. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to go watch more videos about this bike, I only have one, and it's riding it at Windrock. I'll put that, I actually put it right here at the end, and I'll put it in the description. So, you know, whichever way you want to navigate to it. As always, see you in the next one. Peace out.